My name is Joseph Prince Anekeme, from Akwa Ibom State and a student of computer engineering in University of Iwo. So, prior to the time I purchased my jump from Signal Engineering to study in University of Iwo, I had this great desire for electronics. Not only desire, like I always like to meddle with electronic circuits. People say, that's what children do when they are young. But I think looking back, I think mine was a bit different because I'm not going to secondary school. Although my dad sent me to public school, and after the JS1, JS2, JS3, we entered SS1, so they need to split us into departments, and I chose electronic engineering as my department. And while in that department, I chose that department with the intention that once we enter, they'll start hammering us, giving us projects, teaching us things, transistors, because transistor was something I couldn't understand by myself. Then I tried a lot of things. I tried a lot of tricks to understand how electron flow in transistor, when the depletion layer will reduce, when the depletion layer will increase. So these are the things I wanted our teachers then, and the what they call them myself, departmental leader, departmental coordinator to teach us then. But to my greatest surprise, they did not even, okay, I'll give them credit. They did not even, no credit for now, because I and my friend was the ones that went to the department, forced them, not forced actually, but we met with the lab technician, spoke with him several times, as if we were the one forcing him to hold the project for us. So it doesn't make sense to me, because I came with the intention that we taught these things, but look, here I am begging him to an extent to help us host a project. So let's leave on aside. So when I entered SS1, I look at things, I saw that I can't just sit without doing anything. So we had a library, and thanks be to God, our library is a very good and advanced library. We had a lot of books there, practical electronics for inventors, and one other radio books, book for radio signal. I love that book. It helps me explain some concepts that I don't understand in the other practical electronics for inventors. So during the break period, when we have time for break, I'll go to library to read that book, or maybe after school, because so the boarding school now. So after the school time, I need to go for lunch. Go to those go for lunch. So sometimes, if I have enough money and I don't want to go for lunch, I just branch into the library. Sometimes they chase us out, but most of the time I will just stay in a hidden place. They don't even notice me. Even if they notice me, do not just leave me. I mean those days. So I was able to learn a lot by myself. Because okay, if, as I said earlier, this is not like sometimes children. I know guys we see some guys that tell you, when I was small, I spoiled my father's touch, I reconstructed it, all these things. But other sometimes they just quit. But mine is not like that. For the past how many years now, I still have this desire for electronics, and it's pushed me to study computer engineering, because I wanted to be the robots. But I thought of taking mechanical engineering, but I realized that mechanical engineering, they deal with metal, right? And some of them include it means to control the metal, that means lifting it, giving it arms, but it doesn't suit with what I like. I also want to be able to tell the computer what to do. So I chose computer engineering, and since 2022 I got admission. Okay, I wrote Jan 2022, and I got admission 2023 due to strike and rest of it. I started learning C, because I see that before I was able to talk to a computer, I need to speak the computer language. So I need to learn the computer language. That's why I started learning C programming language, and I did quite a lot of things. So what we are seeing here now is not this I said I formatted my system last year, I think, because I've lost a lot of programs because I think they are not necessary. Those things I can replicate them. But this is what I'm about to show. I'll show a very important one that I'm really working on. But you know that I have exams, so I need to pause. Of course, my exam for a while. Then after exams, I will move back to it. So, personal project, deep sea sensing array. Let me see what it is here. Let's do this one. So let's check this one. So let me open it. Wow. So we'll see the live test of this. So this is an SQL-like program. Okay, I'm using SQL as a reference because I have not studied database. I've not studied database work. I've not gone deeply into it. So I'm using new Vim editor. I've not studied database and I've not gone low level to understand how database work beneath the hood. So this is just like a database. Our reference is SQL. So I was trying to build something like an SQL for my own, not for the general public, for my own use. Okay, so I'm going to use SQL for my program. Why can't I, since almost everything works with C beneath the hood, why can't I just, create my own using C, since I know C language? I'm not a pro, I'm not an expert, but to understand I know C language. So why can't I just create my own like SQL? I thought of it. I said, okay, to be form to create an SQL like program. Then I started. I didn't even wait to even see if it was feasible or not. Just started. I started a long code. Without even much meditation. After my exams, I think this will cross 1K. I wanted to cross 1K. So let's move to the terminal. We have GCC SQL.c SQL. Run it SQL. Then forgotten how to even run this thing. Add find list and delete. So we have add print list, add print. Okay, we have to put the command, the name, the country name aside. So forget about this country name and size. We'll move it later, but let's move over to add the ph and com and 50. So we have that com mode has been successfully inserted. So we can now print it. Print yourself. So what do our prints take? Okay, not print, find your so that's it. That's all for today. So it's not okay. I list look at it. I added Joseph com 69. Then I can add one, add print name 69. the name conversion is not okay now, but I will do something about it after my exams. And I tell you, I'm just working on this for personal purpose. Though I just shared some because it's more interesting. Okay, let me see if show something else. Banking system. See the banking system. This was really, I forgot how this one works. Okay, let me check the record. I'll know from the record. Okay, deposit, withdraw, transfer. Okay, yeah. I was trying to see if I can pay the bank. Not actually a bank, just from keeping record of transaction. Because I use Keystone Bank, so Keystone Bank do not always help me arrange my money, know how much I've spent and how much is left in my account. Like, I want to know how much did I spend on airtime, how much did I spend on data. So if I complete this project, I want to be able to link it to my bank. I know it doesn't make sense, but I'll find it. I'll make it to make sense. So that was not. I'm just looking to my bank and see how it will work. Not actually, I may link it to my SMS, because whenever I make transfer, they will send a message to me, debit or credit. So if I can create a script that will get that SMS and differentiate it. Okay, this is credit, this is debit, this is the balance. From the description, this is airtime, and this is for biscuits, bubble, whatever grows is